Trump and Zelensky's Oval Office clash rocked war rooms in the EU, Russia, and the US. Zelensky's apology and Europe's mediation eased the fallout. But now, two critical meetings driven by 6 leaders could decide if the Ukraine war ends or escalates. Meeting 1. Macron and Starmer join Zelensky for a high-stakes Washington trip, pressing Trump to reverse his aid freeze. If they succeed, Ukraine's war effort gets a lifeline, keeping Russia at bay. Meeting 2, Macron faces off with Orban, Putin's EU ally, before Thursday's EU summit. A united Europe bolsters Kyiv, a fractured one hands Moscow an edge. Putin's throwing a curveball, signaling readiness for talks. Kremlin spokesman Peskov calls Zelensky's negotiation, hints positive, but questions his legitimacy, citing Ukraine's ban on dealing with Moscow. Reports suggest Russia's probing, US aid's gone, Europe's wobbling, angling for a deal that cements its gains. The Washington stakes. If Trump bends restoring aid, Ukraine fights on, testing Putin's stretched forces. If he holds firm, Zelensky's cornered, potentially yielding to Russia's terms, a Kremlin win. The Macron-Orban clash is just as pivotal. Orban's pro-Russia tilt could split the EU, softening support for Kyiv. Putin's dangling Minsk as a talks venue, per Peskov, betting on disarray to dictate peace, unless Macron rallies a united front. French spokeswoman Sophie Primus confirms that Macron may travel to Washington with Zelensky and Starmer. Time's short. Trump's aid cutoff has Ukraine reeling, with Russian drones in Odessa killing one, cutting power and heat. Putin's openness isn't selfless. Reports from 2025 show him pushing talks since 2022, demanding Ukraine ditch NATO and cede land. Peskov's wary of Zelensky's mandate, a legal dodge to keep Russia in control. 6 leaders, 2 paths. Putin's playing time, banking on Western fatigue. Success in Washington or a solid EU stance could force real negotiations. Failure tips the scales toward Moscow's endgame. War's toll screams urgency. Odessa's ruins prove Kyiv's desperation. These meetings test if Trump, Zelensky, Macron, and Starmer can outmaneuver Putin and Orban, or if Russia's patience pays off. Signals clash. Putin's gambit, Zelensky's plea, Europe's scramble. 2 meetings, 6 voices. 1 war hanging in the balance. 6 leaders, 2 showdowns. Days to decide, Ukraine's survival or a Kremlin-crafted peace. The world holds its breath.